Hi everybody, Mischa here with Word of the Day, and there it is. Paradigm. What is this noun paradigm? It's actually a really important concept for us to understand these days, especially. Okay, a paradigm is a pattern, a framework, a structure, an example, a way for us to lay out what we understand and what we believe about a particular subject. It comes out of late Latin, and when it comes into English in 1483, we applied this word, this idea of a paradigm, of a pattern, to grammar. And so if you look at this little easy peasy paradigm right there, it's for the verb to go, and it's just real simple. Today I go, yesterday I went, I have gone every day, like that. Okay, I go, he goes, real simple, declining a verb. All right, this was in 1483, but after about a little more than 100 years, by 1600, we're applying this idea of a paradigm using a structure, a framework to organize and look at what we think we know and understand about a subject to many different subjects. But the big explosion comes in 1962, when a philosopher named Thomas Kuhn writes a book called The Structure of Scientific Revolutions. And what he says is that we've got a paradigm that explains the world as we understand it, but as information comes in, our paradigm, if that information doesn't agree with the old paradigm, over time that paradigm will shift. And so if you've heard this phrase, paradigm shift, that is what that means. So, I will actually give you some examples in the sentences. So here we go. In 1400, our scientific paradigm in terms of astronomy was geocentric. We believed that the Earth was in the center, and this went way back to the Greeks, to Ptolemy, right? And that the sun and the moon and everything else and the planets went around Earth. We were the center. Okay. And that was our paradigm. And really, all the information that we got seemed to back that up. But once the telescope was in play and we were really taking a closer look at the heavens and the math wasn't mathing, the paradigm had to gradually shift away from that geocentric idea to the heliocentric idea, where, wait a minute, it is the sun at the center and everything goes around that, right? Well, not the moon exactly, but you know what I'm saying. And so that is a paradigm shift. That shift took almost 200 years. Today, the ground is shifting under our feet every second, right? So, and here is my second sentence. Our current scientific paradigm does not allow for telepathy to exist. However, there are so many anomalies and such a massive amount of really good research that shows it clearly does exist that eventually we will have to shift that paradigm to include some kind of explanation for that. Okay, that's paradigm. Use it in the comments, and really, it's an important idea, you guys. Our paradigms are shifting everywhere. I will see you later. Don't forget, you guys, if you're going to buy books, let's support independent booksellers. So, for example, if you were going to buy a book like, say, this one, Philosophy in 50 Milestone Moments. This is a good one, give you the general idea of what the heck's going on. Or this one. How do you like this one? How to Self-Learn Anything, because we are responsible for educating ourselves these days, okay? All right, just remember, bookshop.org patreon.com/shop/word of the day, and let us support independent booksellers.